We are officially halfway through the year, and while I haven't been posting, I have been reading. And today I want to talk about that by talking about two new to me authors I discovered this year that have blown me away. I'm not being hyperbolic when I say that these two authors have become two of my favorite authors. They have completely reshaped what my list of favorite authors looks like. The first author that I want to talk about, the author that inspired this video, Tayari Jones. Oh, how ugly, the sticker is still on there. So I started my Tayari journey with Kin. This was one of my most highly anticipated reads of the year, and I must admit 50% of that is due to the fact that I am, in fact, a cover snob. This could not pick this up. I was so thoroughly blown away by this story of two motherless daughters and how the absence of the two most important women in their lives completely shaped every decision they made. I knew I would spend the rest of this year getting through her entire backlog. I have since read An American Marriage and Silver Sparrow. I do still have to get to The Untelling and Leaving Atlanta, but once I do, I want to do an entire video series dedicated to Tayari and her work because this is the type of backlog that needs to be celebrated. The second author that I want to talk about has completely reshaped the way I feel about historical fiction. Before this year, I hadn't read any historical fiction, but because of this author, I have gone down a rabbit hole and discovered a genre I am so angry I've wasted my time not reading. And that author is Sadika Johnson. I started my Sadika Johnson journey with Keeper of Lost Children. This was another one of my most anticipated reads of the year. Another one where I was completely pulled in by this cover. This book follows three different characters following World War II. We have Ethel, the wife of an American soldier who, while in Germany, discovers an orphanage filled with mixed-race children left behind by the war. We have Ozzy, who volunteers for the army in the 1940s in an effort to break down barriers for Black soldiers. And then we have Sophia in the 1960s, who's offered the opportunity to integrate a boarding school in Maryland. Their stories, the history that inspired this book, Sadika Johnson, I will read and am reading anything you write. I've since read Yellow Wife, and I just got The House of Eve available on Libby. This is another one where I cannot wait to go through her backlog and talk to you guys about it. Sadika's writing is so beautiful and immersive. You really feel like you're in whatever era she's writing. Characters are so human and flawed. It's safe to say these two books specifically are going to be in my top 5 reads of the year, and we're only halfway through. And after I finished reading their books, I literally looked at my list of favorite authors and was like, oh my God, they done shook the table.